If you guys are really us, what number are we thinking of? 69, dudes!
This week in action.
You're 69, man, dude. That's your nickname.
Be something. Talk to the developers.
Are you playing with my emotions?
Let's get sad and then
Too good to be true.
that's not what they did here. When's the money going? What other horror stories can come with this?
We love Tencent.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Action Podcast 69, dudes. My name is Aaron, owner and operator of the YouTube channel Action RPG, and with me, as always, two of my friends, two of my colleagues, the people that truly run this channel, leaders, Guilty and Daft. I added that like leaders like in there. You guys like that? Right above my head. Say hello, gentlemen.
How's it going, people?
Hey yo!
Hello, what are you wearing there, Mr. Daftly? What is that shirt? Seems a little inappropriate, you know?
Oh, it's just
What's the significance of that number?
nothing.
Not
Just a t-shirt.
Is that like a Shelby on the shirt? What is that? Shelby. No?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, very, very nice. Well, as always, everyone, we have a fantastic show set up for you today. Now, I will say, okay, I was looking at the news, and there is other news.
ooh.
There
I
is.
mean, there actually isn't. I mean, I'm just saying, like, there is other gaming news, but when you go to any website, 8 of 9 posts are about Diablo 4.
Oh,
Period.
Yeah.
Literally.
Pretty,
You go to PC Gamer, you go to IGN, you go to MMO Bomb, you go to Massively Overpowered, you go to MMORPG.com, you go to Polygon, you go all the websites I frequent every day. D4 tips and tricks, D4 this happened, that happened, bug fixes, everything. It's like the meme has become a reality, how you say Diablo like or put Diablo in something to generate clicks, but now you can do that because the game is actually out.
and you can literally say anything about it and get those clicks.
Lots of clicks are happening. Yo, I was jamming to those tunes. You could thank the gentleman right above me. He actually produced both of those songs. Guilty just got back from work. Guilty, did you just get done with work or what?
No.
Your voice is sounding very coarse today. You feeling okay?
We have this Sahara sand thing that happens every year.
Give me like give me a 30 seconds. What are you talking about?
Just Google that. Everyone, Google the Sahara
sand.
sand in Florida.
I'm guessing it's some kind of storm that kicks up and you breathe in all the crap, cuts a couple years off your life. Is that
Probably.
Probably.
Typically from July to August, we breathe in Sahara dust because like it comes across the ocean somehow. I think it's magic.
Gotcha.
magic dust crosses
Pretty
the
sure it's magic
ocean
dust
and
from Africa.
enter your lungs
Only
while you're
in
outside
Florida.
working?
Yeah.
Maybe it helps the alligators, and that's why it doesn't.
I mean,
That totally makes sense.
Totally makes sense. All right, everybody. I am currently level 47 in Diablo 4. Guilty, what did you get to? 20? 26? 28?
I don't know. I'm in Act 6.
Okay, so you're almost done with the campaign. So are you in hell? That's what Act 6 is. Are you just starting it? You don't know. Daft, I know you haven't been playing D4. Daft, what have you been playing?
What's that? What have I been playing?
Yep.
Halls of Torment still. Last Epoch. Hasn't changed much from last week. Playing it in like every 3 weeks, I play the same games for a few weeks in a row. So it's about the same as last week. Nothing too much. I did download a bunch of demos today of some games. I haven't checked them out. I was going to check them out after the podcast.
Any demo you think I would like that fits the channel, let me know.
I did link one in Discord. That was kind of like that Contra like I told you.
It like 2D side scroller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very Contra-esque though.
I really like Contra, so that's what I would compare it to.
It's a little more modern. You could, look at it whenever, but it looks pretty cool.
Oh, that's neat.
So, yeah.
Well, I don't know if everybody was here for pre-show, but I literally walked through Capstone Dungeon, beat it in only a few minutes, and now I am at World Tier 3. So I'm sure the game is just gonna get easier and easier at this point. Just kidding. I died, and Tech ran me through it. And thank you for the help, because
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you mean? What? You think I couldn't have done it without him? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that you think?
You might be. I mean, you can. It would happen.
Just because he saved me like a day of time doesn't mean anything. Okay. All right. So for this podcast today, as you could have guessed, it is going to be filled with all Diablo 4. That's all there is to talk about. So we're going to talk about it. And I'm just going to say it right now for the post-show, pre-show, post-show. For the post-show, we are going to be doing a 1 hour, so bonus hour after this, on the pros and cons of D4. We're going to be making a nice, comprehensive list, and then somehow I'm going to turn that into a video tomorrow. It'll either be like my top 5 likes and top 5 hates, or it'll be a couple things I think they should add. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. Guilty's favorite subject matter. Yes, he will be the desert sand voice, tea drinking voice of reason today. Moving over to our first article, MMORPG.com. Diablo 4 officially launched. It's the fastest selling Blizzard game.
No one's surprised.
Ever.
Yeah, but they haven't released the numbers.
Yeah, but do they ever?
Yeah, but like, why do I believe them?
I will say,
I mean, I'm not saying they're lying, but
I do believe them. I do believe them, but I will say, is it, barely beating the other games?
Yeah, like
is
it could be like
rushing
percentiles here.
Like earnings call, sir. That's how we truly find out. Did you watch my video? That's what I said. I said Blizzard doesn't publicly release its numbers, at least, to media outlets, but they have to release it during their earnings calls. Yeah, and that's how you get the real numbers. We were able to find out
enough to mesh things up.
Diablo Immortal passed 300 million in MTX 7 months ago. I don't know where they're at right now. 300 million.
300 million?
Phone game past 300 million. That is, now I think in my head, okay, potentially the same earning power from a, mounts, armor, portals, item is a, MTX cosmetics with a triple A price. I mean, this thing is just gonna be Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
Needing vaults of cash.
Bobby Kodak's going to be screaming out that we need to decrease the surplus population out of the bedroom window.
That could be, but so Shasta says 3 million sold. That's conservative. I'm going to say 10 million. I'm going to say 10 million.
I don't know. I think might be more.
It's going to be a massive, but I mean, even if it's 10 million, right? Even if it's 10 million easy. Times the base price, which is $70. That's a lot of millions. There's a lot of millions. Did anyone watch the hardcore race to 100? We'll be talking about
so depressing.
We'll talk about the hardcore race. We'll talk about the hardcore race too.
Bad for them.
Now, this is what I wanted to talk about for this first article, okay? And I'm going to turn it over to Daft first. I want you to tell me if I'm crazy or not. So, when I read this, I did not feel surprised at all. Not because it's a Diablo game, not because it's the greatest game ever. Like in my head, and I mentioned this in a couple of YouTube videos ago, that, for Diablo 3, for instance, I like I don't know if I camped out, but I was there super early in the morning to get my 2 copies at Best Buy. I remember physically going there and buying 2 copies. Because obviously, like D2, my favorite game ever, and it's the sequel. Right. And
well, 8, yeah.
not only is D4 still hold that same level of excitement as Diablo 3, but there are more gamers now than ever, specifically around COVID, people trying to build computers and get consoles because they're trying to find something to do. So when you look statistically speaking, there is more gamers now than any time in history. Like the graph is off the chains. So you combine, a once in a decade game with more gamers than ever, with probably, what I'm actually more curious about is like the amount of marketing they have spent with this game. It's got to break every gaming record from a marketing standpoint. I can't believe it's not on the Happy Meal box.
It's all over the place as far as marketing goes.
Yes.
It's just awkward. But my wife, who has nothing to do with gaming, brings it up because of things that she runs across. So it's everywhere.
Our sons don't play Diablo and they want to play this.
There is, I'll click on a YouTube video. The ad is D4. I click on a Twitch streamer. The ad that pops up is D4. I go to any article. Even if it's not a Diablo article, the left and right, it's D4. We'll talk about the Megan Fox ad too. Anyways, the point I am trying to make.
That's for after hours.
Daft.
What's up?
Does this surprise you at all?
Not at all. They've carpet bombed the game. The name itself, just that pulls so much weight. The anticipation that pulls weight. There's, like we talked about, there's tons of new gamers who are from the COVID era that have possibly heard about this in fantastic game. So there's a lot of buzz that's just artificial. It's not even them putting it out there. It's just that it exists just because Diablo. So no, I'm not surprised at all. I'm almost surprised it's not higher. But that said, it's a lot, but they did do so. But no, not surprised.
I'm wondering if they're holding back some of the numbers to get I don't know if it's the final, maybe after the first weekend, they'll drop something. Because if the numbers are truly fantastic, you would think they're truly fantastic, right? I don't see any reason to not say it. It's like someone drops a new movie. It's like the best weekend in the history. Like you want to keep that buzz going.
Right. Assuming they tell us before the earnings, what's the negative impact? Assuming they tell the truth, what could be the negative impact? Why would they not tell? It seems arbitrary. It seems like an arbitrary rule.
No, you're not gonna get masses all of a sudden. Oh, well then, I'm out. Right?
I think about
I can't see. Yeah,
their duty to the stockholders, saying anything that
could
do something. Maybe they don't want to from that aspect. Nope, too close to earnings. They will likely get a big pop in their share price from that.
Aggros is right.
This game is going to make more money than probably any game.
It's going to make all the money.
Literally all the money. It's
Capcom
what it is coming after.
Aaron, did you see the tweet from Capcom with their Street Fighter 6?
Yes.
No.
It was the Predator handshake with Arnold, and it's one giant bicep was Street Fighter 6, and the other was Diablo 4, and they're gamers being great. It's
Oh, I have seen that one. I have seen that one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, I said it. I'll buy Street Fighter 6 once it's half off, just so I can challenge people in the community. That is going to be fun. I said I will
half
get that.
Off of 104.
Asmin FOMO'd my kid, and he in turn FOMO'd me. We got early access. Just right off the bat, for me, nothing has changed with Diablo 4. I've played, at this point, I don't know. I don't want to say every. I've played 95% of modern action RPGs. Diablo 4 for me is a good game. I will say that the last week I have played the game solo. Last 4 or 5 days I've played the game solo, and playing tonight for even that 30 minutes with tech, I realized that this game is so much more fun playing with friends.
Oh,
and I know that sounds And I know that sounds stupid. Like, of course it's fun playing with friends. Playing with friends, every game's funner playing with friends. This game's way more fun playing with friends.
Not every
Kind of have to.
but I know what you're saying.
I mean,
Like-
I started the stream and thought, okay, there is a Daft, you'll understand this. There's 150 Makoko seeds that I have to go find. Why? Because unlike in Lost Ark, they give you power. And once you get them, you never have to unlock them again. It's like the dumbest. It's so stupid. It's almost like, hey, we are going to put in this.
Though, Aaron.
Yeah, we're going to put in this crazy chore that is a requirement. I mean, literally, it's required. Because if you don't do it, you're just literally
You're missing out on that
exactly.
portion. Yeah.
It's not like a collector's thing where if you get all the statues, you get this mount or this something else. It is straight power. So I was like, okay, I got the map up and I'm going to go and I'm going to collect all these stupid things. And I collected 3 of them. And then I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I literally been like 5 minutes into stream. I was like, I can't do this. I'm already bored. I can only imagine what people watching it. I'll do it like off stream, you know.
And guess what, Aaron? I'd probably go hunt those down. Right? Because I like doing those types of completionist things. So, you know, that's fitting that niche. You got to get some completionist stuff. You know, you got to have the different niches that you satisfy. So, you know,
it's literally what I was using.
Sell to everybody.
Yeah, the interactive map, and I had my mount. I said it. Well, I'm not going to do anything until I get my mount because obviously you could traverse so much quicker.
Right.
But it is something daft that once you get all of them, you never have to get
now.
them
Is that season wide or
season wide
account?
They're saying season wide.
Season wide.
Okay, and they're doing seasons every 3 months.
Every 3 months, starting end of July.
Well, geez.
Now,
You got to go hunt those Makoko seeds every 3 months, Aaron.
Yeah, that.
Wait, every season we got to recollect these things? No. So the statues of Lilith are once you do them, you're good.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty powerful.
Okay.
But I will say it's okay. Oh, you're literally bringing me to my next point, Daft, is that 150 of these things, and each one basically gives you like 2 attributes. So 2 intelligence, 2 dex, 2 strength. If that carries you over to season 1, you are going to be incredibly more powerful
than anybody.
They're part of the renown calculations.
Than at least your previous character.
Right. Then people who won't have that as well.
You keep the power,
Beatrice,
but you get the other
Beatrice,
thing you
don't. You only have to get them once, and then they're saying
For
right
the
now
power.
you don't have to get them.
Yeah, for the power, you only have to get them once. But
Yeah.
for the season calculations, beneficial to get them the second time.
Well,
Some
see, by the
give
time I pick
Paragon
up this
points.
game, there'll probably be a few DLCs, and they'll have more of that stuff. And maybe I could search forever.
You could search.
Find
forever.
all the things.
All the things. Moving on. Okay, fastest selling game ever.
Yeah.
It is going to just
show me the evidence, but it probably
crush. Moving on to our second article. This one, I made a video. I was like, what do I want to make a video on today? I saw this, and this is what the guy's face must have looked like when this happened. Diablo 4's first hardcore level 100 player dies to disconnect. Oh, it is brutal. You got to watch it.
That's not CGI. That's the guy. He went gray.
It's Path of Exile all over again. Nightmares.
Here it is.
Yikes. Okay, you can't use these gloves on Whirlwind.
No. Don't
Right,
reenact this.
names.
This is depressing. This is
Karn.
depressing. Don't show everyone this.
Oh, yeah.
Doing some spin to win. Level 100 Barb. Oh, a little rubber banding there. Comes up here to this pack of enemies.
Ooh.
And it's the running man. Oh, they're not running anymore.
Hello?
So depressing.
I'm fucking...
Oh,
I know.
Are you kidding me?
well.
Feels bad, dude.
Dude, I don't think it does it anymore, but when right when the game launched, if you're a hardcore character, when you die, the screen goes black and kicks you to character creator. Like just a straight done.
Oh.
That's the clip. He came back in and his character was dead.
bad.
He had to start a new character.
Oh, like Path of Exile. We used to do that. I had a flick that I could kill my game. I made it a macro button.
Somebody said
You should
that.
take up a GoFundMe for this guy so that he can like get over the PTSD that
I
caused.
will. I am curious. Oh, he's
Cheater.
82 hours played. He played 82 hours.
That is not cheater, Shasta. That is game crash, and you just get out before you lose your character. That was Path of Exile, though.
Send a ticket, dude. You can't let the DC death slide. Please reanimate. Has that ever worked in the history of hardcore?
I mean, in this case, it seems like the internet's witnessed it. They
Right.
need to
Happens.
fix this.
Nah, not gonna happen.
It
I don't
won't
know.
ever happen.
I will say, if you were a, let's say double A or higher streamer, and you are on stream and you're ranked number 1, and you have video evidence,
You can't
don't know.
cater. No. No catering.
Unless you're
they're not
Asmon,
like
yeah. If that
superstars.
happens
They're
to
just
Asmon,
players.
they'll kiss his ass and make
no.
give him a
I'm
second character.
simply saying, do they even have a case? Like, would they just say, sorry, dude, you're screwed, or would they actually?
I mean,
I don't know.
thing.
They did tell Asmon to fluff off a couple times, like more than a couple, like a lot. They've told him a lot.
Guilty. Do you know what's happening with this race?
The hardcore race.
Yeah.
That they keep on changing the stats on stuff for. Oh my god, I was so depressed when I saw that the first time.
They're trying to balance it.
Oh yeah, they're trying to balance. You don't do that to hardcore while they're doing a race.
You balance it
you
like
balance
a couple
before
weeks
it's-
later.
Yeah. When you're in gold phase, you shouldn't be balancing a damn thing anymore.
Anyways, I believe it's the first 1,000 players to hit 100.
They get their name scrawled on a statue of Lilith.
They get their name immortalized on a statue of Lilith. Immortalized.
Well,
I mean, I will say, and I said this in my video today, if he was 82 hours in, ranked number 1, and was level 99.5, and then died,
would have been worse.
That would have been like,
right.
That would have been like scars you for life bad. I mean, honestly, that is like never forget bad.
At level 20, Aaron. I got to Act 6 at level 20.
Now it's just a custom story he has. Hey, I got to the game, it got recorded, I got my name on the statue, and then my character died. Oh, wah. Just start, you'll play again and be fine.
And I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, technically speaking, he's going to start a new character at the end of July anyways. His goal was to win the race, and he won the race.
He won the race. So there you go.
for sure, I'm not trying to like say this doesn't blow, because it for sure blows.
Yeah, and Mujio, he did it solo, because there was a way you could cheat experience. I think if you led a party and then left the party, you'd suck up the experience somehow.
You would still get the experience by multiplayer, maybe?
Yeah.
That's
what it was.
The multiplayer
you get the multiplayer bonus. So the players were doing that to boost their level super fast.
Yep.
Cheaters. Yeah. Pumpkin eaters.
It's so funny how far people will go to win.
You can use parties to push through the game, but you can't use parties to power level. But you need the power level if you're making it through the acts anyway.
Well, Guilty, if you are playing with me and I'm level 47 and you're level 20, even though we're in the same area fighting the same enemies, the enemies to you are level 20 and to me they're 47.
Right.
That's so awkward.
It's really weird.
It's weird.
Weird.
It is pretty.
It's weird in a way that does not happen in most ARPGs, and by most I mean this is the only one I can think of that happens in.
I mean, but I was just playing with Tech, and obviously he's a lot better than me because he was crushing everything, and I was sitting there trying to hit people with my wolf. So
it's kind of, you can, there's some farming areas, Shasta, and you can run those and grind them. But there's no like insane power leveling ability in this game. You are going to grind regardless.
You know, just talking out loud, I actually don't know which way I like it. I do like a nice pace. Okay, I will say when I played for 90 minutes yesterday and I only got half a level, even though I ran 2 dungeons and 6 side quests, I was like, okay. That's when I reached out on Discord. I was like, I think I'm doing something wrong because that doesn't feel right. 90 minutes to get half a level in the 40s. But I don't know if I also like Last Epoch where it's I'm level 1. Hey, Daft, like, can you just go in the monolith? All right, I'm level 80. I don't know if I like that either.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Apparently, read what Shasta says. With World Tier 3, say one is at 60, another is at 40. The 40 can stand at the entrance to the dungeon. Kind of like getting carried by a mage in WoW.
Wow, if that's really true, that is like
a Blizzard staple at this point.
I mean, I remember like what was it like the Bloody Foothills, Bloody Runs. You'd go into D2 and you'd enter the map and you'd kick it at the bottom of the foothills and everybody would run up and you just stay at the bottom and you literally just experience farm. Worked great. Worked great.
I mean, I haven't done that.
I fixed my CD problem, so it works now, but just remember the meme I sent you. I was bad for a while. Got it. You can split farm the dungeons too. When you mean split farm, you mean like one goes left, one goes right, so you clear it in twice the speed because you don't have to be next to each other.
That's cool. That's actually, I kind of like that.
That's this couch co-op game.
And get 100%. All the experience.
Yeah, Daft. Couch co-op. It's a feature.
Like made for that. It just feels like it because it's great in parties. The PvP is great. So like that, if you're all just sitting around your house playing together, it just feels like that's where the setting would be, as opposed to like PCs. Just feels that way. It doesn't mean anything really. It just feels like actual real life buddies playing with you would be the best way to play this game, as opposed to just the internet with all the issues. I don't know. Just get that vibe though.
So play it with friends. Okay, this Friday is our wheel spin stream. I'm gonna be playing D4. Anybody that wants to carry me through everything, you can carry me. I'm gonna let you.
He would allow you to
let me.
I'm gonna allow. You know what I'm gonna do? I will be your mount. I'll turn into my wolf. You could jump on my back, and technically, I will physically carry you place to place, and then you can kill everything.
Soju, this is an action RPG podcast.
Yes.
We talked about D4 tonight.
No, we're just lovely D4ing the thing out today because it's the flavor of the month.
Yeah.
It's the flavor of the decade. Moving on to our third topic of tonight. This is awesome. Diablo 4 Blizzard confirms 2, not 1, 2 expansions in development. Yes, they have. Oh, well, that's nice. We're going to get all this free content. No, you will not.
Those are going to be
paid DLCs. Paid DLCs. Please believe they're going to sell another 10 freaking trillion of these.
At $70, you at least figure you get some DLCs with that.
Well, I mean, you think about Diablo in general, right? You've got D2 and D3. They never had any free expansions. The series has always been, we're adding a zone, we're adding a class, we're adding a boss. That's like normally kind of,
right.
Yeah.
Well,
and they have not even released season 1, and they're working on 2 expansions. Now, normally, I always call it the PoE model. I have no idea if PoE. I don't know if PoE perfected it. I don't know if PoE was the first to do it. They for sure weren't the first to do it, but they have 2 teams. You know, one team working on current expansion, second team working on second expansion, and then they're always leapfrogging each other. I can imagine Blizzard having like 10 teams, like just an infinite amount of people.
So they also sub out to other places for like animations and stuff. Like they're not just, if they need something done, they'll just pay someone to do it.
course.
They'll be like, hey, we bought Vicarious Visions. We want you to build this or something like that. Blizzard isn't going to give a new class for free. Guess what? You need to purchase these new DLCs in order to play their season, just like D3.
Oh, that's dirty.
Yeah, they also have 2 seasons in development at a time. Yeah.
That's the same in pretty much every game that has multiple DLC with seasons.
Yeah. See, this is where the seasons, while it's great, it's also churns you. It eventually gets you to spend more money. Like games like Path of Exile were free. You're not worried about paying, whatever, because you never paid for it.
Dude, if someone in chat was that Soju just said, I bet you each expansion will be $60. That will be
the game's 100. So.
That would be wild. If the expansion is
I wouldn't be
AAA,
surprised.
That would be crazy.
What's
and people
their
will
average?
buy it.
They will.
$40 is the average WoW expansion.
I was gonna say 35 to 40 would probably be a.
If it was like Aaron, you have to bet this $1 million.
Oh.
What do you think it would be? I'd bet $40. I would bet 40.
D3 was apparently 50. Which one was 50? Was it the one that had the Necro and the other one in it? What was that called? It was Necro and something else. It had some fancy name.
See,
Necro
for me,
was
Reaper. Yeah,
Reaper of Souls. Reaper of Souls was not $50.
The one that came with Necro was, because Necro didn't come with Reaper of Souls.
Oh, you're right. Necro was after Reaper of Souls.
Yeah, that was an additional $15.
For me, D3, I bought the original D3 on a disc, the hard drive, CD disc. Stopped playing it, and then not until this last D3 thing before, when they had their this is the great expansion, or the last cycle or whatever they had, that I played that. That was the first time I'd played it, so I had all those extra classes somehow. I didn't have to buy a second DLC.
I bet you I purchased a hard copy of D2. Not trying to exaggerate, probably 4 or 5 times. How many times because it was a 3-disc install. How many times I lost the disc or
got scratched
or some. I don't know how many times I purchased Diablo 2, but it feels like a lot. Necro was a $15 standalone.
Standalone, right?
And Reaper of Souls was 40.
On the Reaper is $55.
But technically, they're not that you don't need to purchase both.
Right. But I mean,
okay, if Reaper of Souls was 40, for sure the D4 one could be 50. I'm changing my view. $50. $50. Oh man, that is brutal. Hey, by the way, I started a new poll on YouTube today. Let's see where it's at. The poll is it's in 3 hours. It has 527 votes. Diablo 4 is A, terrible, B, average at best, C, solid, D, amazing, E, game of the year. Game of the year.
There's so many people that say
put
it's
it
game of the
between
year.
B and C.
Oh, I'll show it right now. I'll show everyone. We will actually cover this poll on next week, but just to give you a 3-hour snapshot, here it is right here. Let's see if I can make it So out of the first 528 votes, terrible is getting 4%. Terrible is probably a little bit of too strong a word.
That's a biased opinion.
Right. Average at best and terrible is 21% of the vote. Solid is number 1 at 40%. Amazing 25, 14%. Game of the year.
Aaron, did you read any of the comments to your recent videos? They're like, this is the best game there ever was. I'm never going to play any other game
in the history of the universe.
I'm just like, I can't take it. I don't understand.
Rotten Gamer last stream, who really likes the meme just to get under my skin, said he'd uninstalled every game on his hard drive with the exception of Undecember and D4. And D4 is the greatest game he's ever played in his life. That's what he said, right?
There's a gameplay loop that I'm sure will really appeal to people. And it's fine.
Is he 10? No.
But I've talked about it on previous podcasts. I prefer a complexity. So that's why I say game is fine. It's good.
Yep.
But it's not game of the year for me.
I don't know how to fully put it into words because I know some people hate this. It just feels slow. And I know there's some people that are like, dude, every action RPG is zoom fast. I like Diablo because it's slow. Like, and I get that. I totally understand, the counter argument to what I'm saying is that it feels slow. So please don't think that I don't understand it.
Right.
But again, the pace in which I killed enemies at level 2 and the pace in which I'm killing enemies currently at level 47 feels the exact same. Like I never feel
right. There's no difference.
Yeah,
it's the same.
Yeah.
Well, because
to be design too, apparently.
Well, with level scaling, it's like playing Skyrim all over again. Everything just levels up with you, so you're constantly
right.
You're not really gonna push because everything's just meeting you, and you're gonna have to like find that really classy piece of gear to maybe help push you. But it appears that that's not the way this game's designed.
I posted this meme earlier too. It's a good one.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I was just Shasta. I was just using the general Skyrim, all the above.
Well,
they all
but
had some form of level
example. That's a prime example. You don't get to feel God mode until you either max everything out and go and like exploit the systems of Skyrim.
Right.
And that's fine because that's fun to do too.
Yeah.
But
it's a different style of game though.
Dark Lotus says it doesn't have to be TLI, but this is god awful slow. It is mostly slow because all the enemies level with you. Yep.
That's the worst thing they could have done. Eidolon Engine, Grim Dawn was slow, but I never got bored with it. It was slow, but it was slow because things were like hard to kill.
It was slow.
Akashu, hello.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of zoom skills. There was some movement skills, but Grim Dawn,
right?
For me personally, after D2, Grim Dawn is like that predecessor. I kind of fall into that group, where that one felt very similar.
I know I can go get all my little statues of Lilith, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue to boost up my renown because I know I need to do that.
Yeah.
Right now, I am a poison werewolf. And all my gear, which is not great gear, I understand that. I've at least taken the time to ensure that everything synergizes with each other. And all of my gear is focused around crit chance, crit damage, poison, damage over time. And then there's a couple other little things in there. But I've at least tried to synergize the entire build. And yeah, I mean, there's a million things I can do. And I know I'm going to get stronger. But again, killing an enemy at level 2, killing an enemy at level 47. I mean, it's almost the exact same. Something else I just want to point out, and I don't want to turn this like, oh, we're going through these articles. Now it's turning into a bash session. That's not what I want it to turn into. One other small little critique is that, oh man, people are going to hate that I'm about to say this. Last Epoch. Okay, I'm going to use Last Epoch example. Everyone's already clicking off. Okay. Last Epoch. I want to be a meteor sorcerer. I'm a meteor sorcerer.
You could do it.
Okay. I could make my meteor super large through area. I could make it focused around crit. I could make it where it leaves a pool of lava under it.
Right.
I can make tons of little meteors if I want to and go meteor shower. I can crit meteor from black hole. I could crit meteor from a belt.
Customization.
I could put on a staff and make my meteor lightning.
Yeah.
As I progress through the campaign, my skill physically looks different. As it's gaining power, it's also changing how it actually hits enemies. At level 1, my shred is a little 3-hit spin. And at level 47, it's a 3-hit spin. And at level 100 endgame, it's going to be a 3-hit spin. So just the visual of the skills, never change. The point I'm trying to be is that not only at level 1 is my character killing people at the same pace at level 47, also the exact same skills I've been using from the campaign to level 47 look the exact same. So
Yeah, it's.
I don't really.
It's
I don't,
fine.
it's just not.
There's not a lot.
like it adds to like the slowness in some of the more boring stuff. Is that fair? Is that fair?
Well, slow is fair because you're not seeing change over time. You're not going from like a little tiny fireball to a bigger pink fireball to a purple. You're not seeing any change, so it just seems like one long year, possibly, is what you're saying.
And now there is some stuff,
changes.
to be fair. Like, I know if I get a certain aspect, I could turn my wolf companions into werewolf companions. So under that standpoint, like, yes, they physically look different based upon an affix that I have. So there is some stuff, but yes, it is legendary or unique aspect dependent.
Yeah.
So
which is fine. But early on, like,
why is there no squirrel, Bill?
Not that great.
Why is there no squirrel?
Like, if you look at the builds for leveling in D4, like, they're just like, here, just take these skills, and then it'll be a list of what skill to add and what to remove for the next like 50 levels.
You can get almost fully geared out in a couple of days, or hard play. LE takes like 2 weeks to get a build halfway fleshed out once you get it going.
I don't know about that, but to each their own.
I mean,
I don't know what you mean by fleshed out, though.
I mean, yeah. Last epoch in 2 weeks, if I have access to leveling gear, like, for sure. I mean, I could get a class, I feel like, guide ready in a couple weeks.
With Grim Dawn, last epoch, I'd say Titan Quest, but I'll say Grim Dawn Titan Quest. Would you be up to level 100 in those games before you're at level 100 in D4?
I haven't done enough research to know these XP exploits, D4 exploits, to get high levels. I know that all the races are done. There's a ton of people at level 100 right now. And I know some streamers that are at level 100 right now, and they know lifed the game until they got there, taking only 3 to 4 hours to sleep.
Right.
And it's been a week. It's been 6 days. So if you hardcore grind for 6 days and have an understanding of action RPGs or the game, and probably following a build guide, 6 days. Could I hit level 100 in LE in 6 days? Yes. Yes, I could. Okay. And LE has probably far more exploits to leveling. But they're not like exploits because they're actually like, that's the way they want. You're allowed to power level in the game. They've openly said play with friends. You can never power level higher than 8 levels. So if you're playing a level 100 zone and you're level 1, you're really playing in a level 9 zone, but you'll go up super fast. So, yeah, like there aren't that many level 100 players, correct, Agros? I never got a chance to play Titan Quest. Is it worth picking up and trying? Titan Quest it's
a fun game.
Oh, it's a great game. I would describe Titan Quest to you, Puritan, as like Grim Dawn 1. And then Grim Dawn is Grim Dawn 2. It's like because the people that made Titan Quest, exactly. Grim Dawn is the successor to Titan Quest. So really it would be like Titan Quest and then Grim Dawn is Titan Quest 2. So if you want to see I put Titan Quest up there with like the Torchlight 2. So if it's like Diablo 2, this isn't in any order, but if it's like PoE, Diablo 2, Titan Quest, Torchlight 2, like it is in that category of some of the best ever made. Titan Quest is really cool. It's got this little arrow on the UI, and you could go like 100 times speed. So you can just click this arrow a few times, and it's just like you're speeding up the game. It is crazy. So your little character is like, I mean, you're flying, but also the obviously the enemies, flying. Everything is flying. It is a really, really interesting feature.
But yeah, it's a fun game, very similar to Grim Dawn, and you'll see if you played Grim Dawn, you'll see a lot of similar sprites. You'll see a lot of similar isms, especially on the mods that people make for Grim Dawn. They use a lot of Titan Quest type stuff to put into the mods for Grim Dawn.
Okay, before we move on, let me just see if I missed anything on here from my little rant for just a second. Grim Dawn was slow, but I never got bored of it. That is true. Yeah, they put too much emphasis on gear progression. That's fine at high levels, but it's terrible at low levels. Say it, customization, meteor source. You can't buy many different MTX for your druid skills. JK, please don't ban me. I won't ban you, eBay. Shallow game design. It looks pretty, but lacks depth. Engine, that's a dollar decision. Buy more MTX. Serpent Strike, that is a bad skill. Becomes godlike on leveling when you get threshold. Why is there no squirrel build? I'm late. What's up here? 10. Build out. 2 weeks. You didn't max level in LE for sure. Driz, there's like 4 builds. Everyone is talking how deep the builds are. The tree is a joke. The build variety is sad for a game of this stature. I don't know. I guess in my head, I always think, okay, maybe Blizzard knows they're going to sell 20 million copies. They're going to start with the basic tree, and then they're going to slowly build it out PoE style. Like they're going to give you more customization. I almost think like this is going to...
I don't see that. Maybe with
This is a
DLC.
terrible analogy, but like V Rising. If V Rising game drops, one of the most popular games of last year, out of nowhere, and the new expansion... Gloomrot just dropped, and they added in lots of customization. Now, not every vampire is going to look the same. Maybe Blizzard knows they don't need that level of customization early, but they will need it later on. I don't know.
Are you saying that they're purposely thinning it out so they can artificially buff up the game by just adding
That's
quality of
literally
life?
exactly what I am saying. That's literally
imagine that.
exactly what I am saying. Right? You can't give everybody all the goods right at the beginning, or else they're not going to be able to give you any money later.
That's why before the shindig started, I said I was going to wait a year to see how it all pans out. So that's
I think
when
they literally made what they made, and they spent a lot of time recording the voice acting, doing the art, and world design, world building, all the pretty colors, all the lighting.
Not the music.
Yeah, not so much the music. Someone spent time on that, I'm sure, but
yeah.
I like showing this off. I showed it in, I think, the last stream. This is the original D4 skill tree, what you're looking at right now.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
This is the original. And everyone this also kind of became a meme because it's like, you get it? It's a skill tree. It's in a tree.
Yeah, I think that skill tree is the same as what we got. It's just in a different configuration.
I'm glad you're having a blast, Shasta. Really am. Not every game's for everybody.
Hey, Shasta, you want to help me level on Friday? I'm building a team of expert gamers that
levelers.
I can carry through the game. Guilty, don't.
Oh, that you can carry.
I can physically carry.
That's right. You're gonna let them mount you, right?
Oh, they have to be shorter than you.
Exactly. The skill tree on here is hilarious. Okay, getting rid of the skill tree. We're moving on. You're going to carry them. I doubt that. By that time, I'm going to have all my statues of Lilith, and then I'm going to be just nuts. Okay, quick recap. This is where we're at for the podcast right now. D4, officially fastest selling Blizzard game ever. We're waiting for the earnings call to see what those dollar bills are.
I would like to see that number.
Number one, hardcore player, first person to reach 100, dies to a disconnect.
Sad.
Ooh. But at least he made it to level 100. Diablo 4, Blizzard confirms two paid expansions are already in development.
And they said that on the day of release, like Monday or whatever was release. Isn't that when they released that info?
That was released. Yes, Monday. Yes, on Monday. Just got home from work. I lose pencil thin skill tree for a Diablo game that is half trying to be an MMO. It really feels sparse on skills and talents. Yep, everyone looks the same. And moving on to our next topic. Now, Diablo 4 is out in the wild. The true horror of its costly microtransactions has been revealed. Now, before anybody says anything, before the comments start, I could spend my money however the heck I want. I already said you can spend your money however the heck you want.
Yes.
Yes, these are all cosmetic based. You can't buy power. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way.
The in-game gear already looks good though. Like you're just basic gear. You don't really like. It's strange. Usually they give you like, you know, underwear and like robes, you know, like Path of Exile. When you first start, you just look like some, you know, you can pick up stuff from the salvage.
Hey, Daft, have you seen the armor for the mage in Last Epoch? It looks really good.
Yeah,
very good.
I have the pack where I got the green one for the Necro.
Yeah,
I got the purple
purple one.
The purple
female, the purple female portal.
Yeah, I got the Wraith looking dude.
So imagine a subsect of person who would be more obliged to wear Gucci, even though it costs an obscene amount of money, than just say a regular pair of pants or shoes or whatever shirt. Now imagine that person can have that same feeling in a video game.
Are you gonna get all these microtransactions, Aaron?
No. So far, I should have listened to my wife. My wife's like, "Are you sure I should get D4? I already own Last Epoch. We could totally stream Last Epoch together, and then you got a free copy of D4 Ultimate. So literally, it would be like you get to do all the D4 stuff for free." And I was like, no. Like, people want us to play Diablo 4. It's obviously the hot new game out. Gosh, I shouldn't have. Because if I didn't pull that trigger, I can say, guess what? I have never spent a cent on D4. Oh, I can't say that. I had to buy one copy for the wife.
Oh, well.
I know. What can you do? I will not purchase. Gosh, I don't know. I don't want to say that.
He's buying DLC.
I want to be as clear as possible. As at this point in time, I have no plan whatsoever to purchase any MTX of any kind, including the Battle Pass. Now, if this becomes truly a full-time game and it's some new this new wolf, transmog wolf, where I look like, I don't know, something.
A wolf.
You know what? It is funny. I'm thinking in my head, I've seen the same wolf for like, you know, the first 60 hours I've played the game. And I wish like I could do something to make it look different. And that's what it is. It's, hey, you're so bored with the game, here, give us money and you'll look different.
JFA got blasted in chat. I think 69.
He just wrote the number 69.
69, dude. JFF, why are you so bad, dude?
He didn't even spell anything out.
Wise wife. I know. Gosh. So when are wife gonna play D4 again? Okay, listen, this is my wife's opinion, not mine, of course.
Of course. Did the bus just hit her?
No, she's just like, man, the game is just kind of boring. I was like, I know it is. I'm fully aware. She's like, let's play Last Epoch. I was like, should have listened to you. Now.
You married a good woman, Aaron.
She's smart.
But you knew that already.
Actually, what she said is that I don't even know if I like
Aaron,
action RPGs anymore. I hope I like Last Epoch, but I didn't really like D4. That's actually how the conversation went. So she might hate Last Epoch too.
You're right. That's a fair one too.
Who knows?
She liked it. She just you know, she wasn't used to playing games. Maybe.
I'm Perry. Sure, I have heard you say it's making you fall asleep like 10 times. Dude, I don't. If you guys didn't catch the end of my last stream, Daft and Guilty, I was like, guys, I have to turn it off. I literally can't stay awake and play this any longer. I'm so bored I'm falling asleep during stream. And someone's like, that's not a very great endorsement of Diablo 4. I was like, I can't keep my eyes open. I can't do it.
I can only
That's unfortunate.
play it in a group. I've tried solo so
So
many
it
times.
doesn't, and there's people in chat probably have the exact opposite effect, but for you guys, it just doesn't have that like one more turn vibe.
Oh no, this game does not have the one more turn vibe. No, it's like, God, please don't be another room to end this dungeon. That's the vibe. Maybe I'll buy D4. I have trouble sleeping.
Wow.
Okay, so
Oh.
I say the game is fine, and it is. It's not bad by any stretch, and it's still getting tweaked. And when they finally give us what the numbers will be, then we can talk more. And it was very frustrating playing those 4 early days where it should be early access to the full game and not have these drastic changes where there were drastic changes. Like more than 50% in certain categories was being changed, like more than 100% in certain categories being changed for certain classes. That's just revamping the entire class.
That's a lot of change. I did hear, not even playing, I come across news basically hearing that there's so many changes. I would see it in Discord as well. People are like, they flash this, that, and the other. That's common in games, but maybe not all at once. And that's probably what it felt like. Like everything was just getting smashed.
But when you play with other players, very fun.
I want to change the tempo for a second in saying that Diablo 4 might be the prettiest game I've ever played from a visual perspective. I was playing it last night again on my gaming laptop. And again, kind of slow.
Performance? How was the performance?
Performance was fine. My laptop has a 3070, the mobile 3070, and it runs it pretty good. Okay. And there's little things I noticed, like not just footprints, but like, you run past a barrel and the bird flies off of it, and the trees and the leaves and the rain and the puddles and the reflections and the shadows and the ambiance and the audio and the death and fighting animations. And when I turn into a wolf, the wind is like moving my fur. And if I kill enough enemies, my wolf slowly starts getting covered in the blood of those deaths.
Wait, when you're standing there and you turn into a wolf, the hair starts flying. Do you hear like 80s rock music?
That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
So it sounded like when you described it to me.
What made me think about the visuals of D4 is looking at the pictures of these microtransactions, because I mean, you can see where the money went. I don't know how much this game was. $100 trillion, right? But you could see where some of those dollars went. I don't remember who I was talking to, but someone's like, you could barely see it right here. Can I make it bigger? Yes, I can. This horse right here, Death's Burden. It's like the skeleton horse. He's like, oh, I'm thinking about it, right? Because it's, it looks super cool. It's very, very cool looking MTX.
Has like a Egyptian vibe, but that's just the mane makes it look like
it's got bones.
Yeah.
It is. They should. I mean, I don't know why they didn't. I mean, all the horses are horses. Like, this isn't a bone horse. It's still a horse. It just got like like the armor is a skeleton. You see what I'm saying?
Of course.
It's not like you could ride like in Lost Ark, it's like, what's your mount? It's like a bird or something. It's got a whole bunch of other crap. This is just the armor on this horse's bone. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either way, the price.
I mean, the Diablo, great. It's got the overall appearance, the art side of this game is huge, and the environment.
There's a ghost horse you can get from Legions. Looks
you get the
amazing.
It's a white drop, so don't lose it.
I've got my horse horn thing guilty. I haven't put on yet. I got my horse horn.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Do you guys notice unlocking your mount unlocks it for all of them, even hardcore? I only have one. I don't know that. I think the game is a decent start. I hope they do a lot with the DLCs to really spice up each class rather than just add new classes.
Yeah, that goes to your stack.
Here, I have a question for the guys in chat, and a lot of them like it. What do you guys think about the social aspects of this game? It doesn't seem like they even exist. Like,
Well, that's
there's no-
actually a benefit because we were thinking it was going to be all that.
right. But you'd figure there'd be ways for people to like throw them together, but it appears it's not there, and you just have to do it outside of animals, just grouping.
Yeah, I mean Discord. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
they knew
like they
needed to be
rely on
decided.
Discord. Like, yeah, we don't need that crap in the game. They all
And
use
that's
Discord.
I think that's smart of them.
It just feels for an
I mean,
MMO
the entire time I'm in game, bottom left, I see action RPG chat, guild chat going off. So
Right.
at least our guild is chatting in game for sure.
game.
Like
Right.
all the time. So at least from that aspect, I do see that a lot. So when it comes to cosmetics, how much is this crap? If you want to buy all the cosmetics currently available in the shop, you're looking at spending hundreds of dollars or pounds. One Redditor worked it out and came up to $357 to get everything in the most cost-effective way possible.
To be fair, Path of Exile has packs that are double what that is.
They
right?
are.
For sure.
But you didn't pay $70 for the base game of Path of Exile.
How much for
I
but
paid $70 for the
agree.
tabs.
if you buy it the most
Yeah.
cost-effective way? $357. So you spend $100 on the game, then you drop $10 on a stream to get a mount, then you drop $357 on the MTX to get the rest. So you're just getting close to that $500 mark. It's not too bad.
But that's where the seasons start to get at you, because you want all the different things from the different seasons, because as the game goes on, obviously they're going to try to outdo the stuff they introduced earlier, because, you know,
Shasta, I'm
newer.
sorry. I'm sorry.
that's
No
the
way.
evolving money. Oh my god.
Yeah. But to Daph's point earlier, I will say I understand the importance of tailoring your build to what you like and your play style and your visual appeal. But the in-game visuals are already so good, and this game has a full transmog system where you can change the way you look. So
yes,
I mean that's
That's
great.
It makes it great.
That's
Yeah.
great. Like, you don't technically have to spend money to look great. That's the point I'm trying to say.
Is the shop going to end up being for like the whales and such? So they're just trying to get the guys.
I
that just
don't
stand
think
around
so,
in
because
town?
normally when you talk about whaling a shop, it has to do with something about power, right? So it's like,
Sure.
you know, I'm buying these red gems to get every item I want.
Aaron, what do you think about the triune apostate?
It's a chaos. It
Well,
reminds me
I
of
mean,
it reminds me of chaos from PoE.
if you look, I'm sure everyone here is probably read or knows of the Divine Comedy. Lucifer's got the triune mask, like he's got three faces. Like, they're clearly grabbing things here.
Right. Using cultural references.
Mm-hmm.
So you like it? You want it?
No, I'm good.
No.
It does look cool. I just I
That
like
looks
that
like the,
Wraithborn way more.
The coin that you get in Path of Exile, the face piece on that. Oh, what's that piece called? I haven't played in a while. It's a gold. Someone in chat's gonna say it, but anyways, the face looks like it's like a face with one in the
The
middle.
chaos
so it looks like
orb,
three of them.
right? Anyway, yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it the chaos?
The chaos
Okay.
orb. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Vicken, hello. To me, you don't have to put a dime in this game after you bought it. Think the MTX is way overblown. You missed the beginning of what I said in this section. No, I'm just kidding. I agree.
But Aaron's gonna buy all of it, and he's
I
gonna
ain't
buy Daft and I
buying
some too.
crap.
Yeah.
He's gonna buy
Again.
everything for everybody tomorrow.
Again, if my build somehow doesn't suck, which it's gonna suck, okay,
Wait,
and it's like
how though?
and it's truly what I want. Now, let me give you an example, okay? I'm trying to build a werewolf wolf pack build, or I guess a werewolf pack build. And like a mount
Right.
comes out that's like a large lichen werewolf. So now my mount can be a werewolf, and I'm a werewolf, and I have werewolves. That is where you start. Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's where the gear hunt starts.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it would have to be something like that.
I mean, we kind of have that with LE. We did that.
Yeah.
True.
But who wouldn't
But you
be a
wouldn't
werewolf,
be a werewolf
on
on the
that mount? Wolf riding another wolf, that's animal. No, because when you're on your mount, you're in your human form. See?
Okay.
It's like getting a tattoo of a butt on your butt.
No. This is the exact idea I had for like my skeletons turning into your horse. When you get the werewolf mount, when you bring out your mount, you just turn into a larger werewolf and then you run at the same speed as the horse. Come on, someone hears what I'm saying here. No?
So, I mean,
You run
You
on
lost
all
me at
fours.
werewolf.
You run on all fours like a wolf,
So you
like a werewolf.
turn into one of the Twilight movie werewolves?
Yes, you turn into Team not
Jacob?
Jacob, Team Jacob.
about like
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
turn into a giant wolf that's like the size of a minivan?
Makes it worse. No. You turn into a giant wolf that runs around. You're a lichen. We'll call it the lichen mount because they just steal all this other crap, right? So you're a lichen, and then when you go to fight, you shrink down into a. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds stupid. Last,
And you always have
It's
shorts
interesting,
on
though,
when
Aaron.
yeah.
I mean, I like your enthusiasm.
Aaron, you
Aaron, you-
sparkle too much.
I know. I'm sorry. No, Team Jacob. Okay. Last section for this 90
He
minutes.
does love him some Jacob.
Team Jacob. Moving over to Polygon. I love it that they put this. This is an opinion piece. Go figure. Diablo 4's onslaught of MMO features hints at a questionable live service future. The writing has improved, but the organic tension has largely evaporated.
Is it really a question? They've all but said it.
I don't know. What do you get? Go ahead, elaborate, Guilty. What do you think? What do you think?
They've said they're going to support the game for like a decade.
Yeah.
They
Like, it's
have-
not a
Interview we
hidden
watched
thing.
a few weeks ago.
Hey, are world bosses out? I haven't seen any world bosses. Not that I've been paying attention. I'm Guilty. What if they charged you $15 a month, but you got MTX every month? Ooh, and you got you could change your
You mean a battle pass?
character name.
Oh, you said every month, not every 3 months. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your mount could be a world boss. You're allowed to jump on its back.
So it's like a micro battle pass that you have to buy alongside the $15 per 3 month battle pass. So you're doing $15 every
separate.
month, 45, and then oh my god, $60 every 3 months. They're geniuses.
What didn't we already
Yeah.
break this down that since there's going to be a new season every 3 months and every 3 months there's going to be a new battle pass, if you bought the battle pass for all 4 seasons, it's already like $15 a month. I don't remember what it was, but it's like you're already
correct
spending
You
that.
might as well just
Nameless.
subscribe.
I
If they're
always
you should
yes.
subscribe.
Yes, but
Battle
Nameless,
pass upon
I
another
always bring
battle
up-
pass. That's insane.
coin.
Everyone writing
Can't believe
boss
them.
mounts. Everyone writing boss mounts. Oh, don't listen to anything
they say.
None of this.
I say.
No, don't listen to anything they say. Nameless is right. I've been saying it too. We'll
Okay,
never
listen.
put a gold coin in World of Warcraft Classic.
Okay, this was my best idea. I said this during when I had my stream with Gazzy. Your necroskeletons turn into the horse, and then when you jump off your mount, they break apart and start fighting. And then they
the new
reassemble to
Wolfen.
your horse, and then they break apart. Your minions are your horse.
Yes.
That would be so sick.
That would be
That's why they
really
need to hire
awesome.
me.
Be great.
I'm gonna bring that to Last
Should.
Epoch. Last Epoch
Oh, yeah.
doesn't have mounts. Damn it.
We don't have mounts. I did pick up. I have 2 pets now. I have 2 cool pets.
Dude, they could charge $100 for the horse bone set, and people would buy that crap for sure. Once Blizzard drops the real money house,
Guys,
and the auction house in D3, their support of the game went way down.
if I get a Were Panda in D4, I'm going to drop whatever it is.
Unpopular opinion, I am totally fine with a paid, like a real money auction house, if the money goes to the seller, at least a portion of it. So if they openly market, that you can sell the stuff you find in game for real money, and I could grind on there and actually make real money, then I'm selling you something that you're paying me money for, and then everybody's happy. I know it's totally pay to win, but if it's marketed and created that way, I'm actually okay with it.
So it's technically not in PoE, it's on a third-party site. He's saying it should be integrated into the game itself.
Into the game.
Like, you go to town in D4,
Right.
and Tech is selling me his weapon for $20, and Blizzard takes 5, and he gets 15, and the item he found made him real money. I have no problem with that. I have no problem.
It's already on
that.
Steam, Aaron.
Yeah, CS:GO. I saw some $300 knife skins go. Yeah,
you seen that?
Yeah.
That's
Aaron? Purple. It was purple.
Yeah, that's if you want to do that, Aaron, go play that game. You could. That's like a thing.
I'm not saying I prefer it. I'm just saying that I'd much rather have it that way than you go to the D4 cash shop and give them all the crap. At least it's going to the players. That's all I mean.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Basically the D3 trade house. You think Blizzard wants others to get their profits?
I think if Blizzard took 30% like Steam takes from its creators that post to Steam, they would be fine with that. Just saying, that's what Steam takes, is 30%.
When was the last time you guys paid monthly for a game? Ever?
Yeah.
No, it was
a monthly subscription to play something.
Final Fantasy 14.
Mine was.
And before that, it was Final Fantasy 14 or World of Warcraft.
I think. Wow.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's the last one I played for like a subscription type.
I mean, it's been like 20 years, but I feel like Star Wars Galaxies was charging me $15 a month, right? I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, see, WoW for this month, yeah.
I think it was.
Solo Cup stopped after.
I mean, I played WoW for 6 months. Like,
I played for a little while.
Look, Aaron, Torchlight Infinite.
You're doing it in TLI, and so am I.
Torchlight Infinite, I do buy the Battle Pass, but I don't spend month. Hey, by the way, in Torchlight Infinite right now, I think I'm at 33,000 guilty primo crystals or whatever they are. I can get like 500 pets right now. They keep giving me some. They keep giving them to me.
So ESO, oh yeah, it's a good one, Shasta.
Yeah,
I used to pay for that as well.
But most of that's in MMOs, and I don't really play MMOs anymore much, except for like I guess Lost Ark.
STO for me.
We did that a little bit, but that was the last one I did.
We did do that, but I think we were we were doing something.
But
no, we bought the supporter, whatever it was.
The supporter pack,
launch. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And well, I won one.
I feel like we can't end a podcast without mentioning last week. We said that everybody said this is going to be in the 50s to hundreds. Okay. Now, technically, what we talked about was what's going to happen this coming weekend, the first full weekend of the game's full launch, where their numbers are going to be at. And remember, everybody said, like most people said, 1K players currently sitting at 1,700. The question is, does this go up or down? Daft, what do you think? I don't think it drops under this.
I don't think it necessarily drops. I think it's going to fluctuate, though, because people are going to be coming back and forth between games.
So Lookup says down.
I think
Those might be some bots. It's not bot. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
No, it's at least, I don't know, 115 of those are employees.
This can't be bots because the AFK timer is too slow. It'll knock them all out.
That actually is better now, though.
They increased it to 20.
I was able to, yesterday, I left the house, walked to pick up my son at school, 10 minutes there and about 10 minutes back, so it's about 20 minutes. I walked in, literally, it was still on, so I hit the thing, and at some point I hit the little log, that keeps the thing. It said, you have 1 minute left.
Hey, you made it.
Like, literally did this.
You made it.
So it's much better than it was, like,
Hey,
when you left to go to the bathroom, you came back, the game was closed.
And the game was gone. Yeah, I know. That is freaking absolutely terrible.
That was horrid, but that's fixed.
Where is our
It
giveaway?
might go down. I don't know. Its peak might be $1,000 this weekend.
I like this 40,000.
That's nice.
I'm telling you, it's going to hit 100,000 at 1.0. It's going to do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, as
Puritan, it's going to do it. 100,000 at 1.0. That's when Asmon's going to play. He's going to be like, this is the greatest game since D4. He's going to say.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
This game's funner than I think. His eyebrows. Funner. This is funner than it. This is good. This is pretty good. I see what everyone's saying. This is pretty good.
That's
pretty good. Pretty good.
I
see what everyone's talking about. This is pretty good. All right, everybody, let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. You need less hair. No.
Actually, you can just go ahead and take your hat off and grow that out and then do the eyebrow thing.
And then do the eyebrow thing? That's pretty good.
Yeah, the independent caterpillar thing.
This is pretty good. I see what people are talking about. As long as you're following the channel, type in exclamation point to giveaway.
Oh, it's podcast 69. Aaron still not played GD's Necro.
Sad days.
69, dude. What did I not do?
Played any
the
GD
Necro
at all, but specifically the Necro GD.
You said you were going to.
You did.
I said I was going to in the future. Technically, the future is we're not in the future yet. We're in the present.
Rotten potatoes. Anyway, rotten potatoes.
Okay, we did have potato skins for part of dinner tonight, so that is not.
Keep reminding him in Discord until he does it.
No. Anyway, don't shake your head at me like that. As long as you're following the channel, type in exclamation point giveaway.
Yeah, Aaron's hat comes off, but you have to be careful.
There's some hair under there.
You have to be very careful because it holds his face on.
Exactly.
It kind of does. So it's
not exactly. All right, let's do the giveaway now. Today we're giving away. That's a special handshake involved to get that hat off, which is never going to recover for me. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Giveaway today is a free copy of the Vampire Survivor V Rising. Last chance. As long as you're following the channel, type in exclamation point giveaway. And if you are the lucky winner, the way you get your key is join the Discord, which is in the chat. Go to the general chat and say, I am a wiener or winner, whichever one you want to say.
Whatever you're comfortable.
This is a busy week. I'd be down to play again soon. Really want to play LE though. See, this is why I married this woman, Daphne. This is why
I was saying you picked one.
Really wants to play LE.
Just saying it would probably be more enjoyable.
Hey babe, join the giveaway and then I'll join it too. See if we could win. And then everyone would be like, oh, they did that on purpose.
Rigged.
I'm in.
It does happen so often that I wonder myself.
Hey, by the way, I still got to get Spooky his hat that you won guilty. He's like, it's too far. You don't actually have to ship it. I was like, no, I'm sending you one.
You sent one to Singapore. Eway has one in Singapore.
Yeah, and I don't know how many I've sent to Australia.
Australia, yeah.
Raylith still doesn't have his. I sent him 2.
Still didn't get one?
What is the giveaway? Free copy of V Rising. You need to make more videos that use D4 as clickbait. Dude, all my videos. I'll make one tomorrow. So, seriously? No, he still doesn't have it, Exathius. I don't have that game. See? Oh my gosh. Now my wife's saying if she wins, she wants it. I know he does. What about me? Alpha needs a hat. Actually, I owe Alpha a hat. I owe Doc a hat. I've already talked through Docs. I don't think I've talked through Alphas. But Alpha's like, you know, low on the totem pole.
We got to get this like hat manufacturer.
Did Alpha actually make it onto the totem pole?
He's on the pole. He's
on the pole now?
Yeah.
Oh.
I need to give that key to my girlfriend. If I ever get a D4 free copy, I will happily take half of the money instead of the cake. He's dancing on the pole. He married me because I take care of him and his babies. I actually married her because when we would hang out at nighttime, I would go over there and she'd make me an awesome BLT and margarita. And then we would watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia or play Halo together. So margarita, BLTs, Always Sunny, and Halo. Those were the 4 things that sold me.
So
just saying.
The good things.
Recently, after dinner, I sat down and watched Groundhog Day, which has got to be the best, one of the best Bill Murray movies.
I am a god. I am not the god.
God, I think.
Hey.
Right?
Ah, it's so good. So good.
It is good. Oh, okay, now let's do it. I've put it. You've all been warned enough time. We have 63 people in this giveaway, and we have 131 total tickets. Here we go. No, I took care of him first, then his babies.
Then
exactly.
the babies.
Then
Get that
the
order
babies. Right. Can't forget that. Okay. Gonna start the countdown. Gonna start the countdown. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It's a really slow countdown. 3, 2, and 1. Entries are closed. Remember,
so guilty.
Everyone can enter. Only followers can win. Go ahead, Daph.
We need a 10-second tick music chime, like little diggly.
I have the winner sound.
Yeah,
you know, it's its own little click on it. So
Mm.
Just an idea.
What we should do is to be
stuff.
like Daff says 10, then Guilty says 9, then I say 8, then it like snakes around. That'd be fun. And the winner is, please don't be me or my wife. I won the giveaway. Action RPG has won a copy of V Rising. Oh. Everybody listen, you know, that's just sometimes how the cookie crumbles, you know, so the game, the thing wants me to win. All right. Maybe I'll pick another winner. Wait, first I gotta
get it. You know,
first I need to clip that though. Oh, I actually need to hold on.
See, you can, it. You know,
I am
the guy
going,
who lost his character to, you know, his
I am going
character.
to
You lost your win, Aaron.
Die if my wife wins the next one. I'm gonna die.
Wow. Oh, it is right.
Aaron wins.
69 pug, time to 69.
All right.
9.
Oh boy.
Why don't you say, why don't we
Aaron,
try that again?
Can you, while we're waiting for that long ass countdown, can you explain to me the logistics of 69? I forgot from last time you told me.
They're inversed numbers.
I don't understand.
Why is there a huge 69 on your screen? Well, because. All right, moving on to our next winner. If this is the wife, I'm going to punch Guilty in the face. So why are you laughing? Just saying. And the winner of a free copy of V Rising is Alva Phil. How do you say that name? Daft, you're good with this.
I'm trying to even see where it is.
Right here.
Right. I don't see anything there. Oh.
All right, right here in chat. Right under B Driz. Where it says rigged.
Oh, Alphaville?
Alpha Phil.
Alpha Phil.
Alpha Phil.
Alpha Phil, yeah.
Alpha Phil.
Alpha Philly.
Congratulations. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I wanted my
It's
wife
Alpha,
to win.
Alphaville.
Well, Alphaville,
That's who it
Phil.
is.
You're the winner.
Phil.
So hopefully you see this and you come and claim your prize. Oh, wait. This is 69th podcast. Yes, honey.
Nina, I need you to tell him to explain to me what 69 is.
Hey, babe, you want to see something really quick? Live on stream? What am I doing? Dude, now we're getting wacky. Oh, I already closed it. I wanted to show you Guilty's intro for this, but I can't. I don't have it.
It's gone.
Now. It's gone. It's already gone. You're going to have to watch it tomorrow.
Not like she can't watch it later.
I know. My wife.
Should be
Yeah,
on your
babe.
hard drive.
We've done this podcast 69 times. Think about how much time you've had to watch the kids because I've had to do this with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like, I'm going to murder you later. Okay, everybody. We're at an hour and 26 minutes. Phil Connors. Phil. Oh, yeah. Phil won. You talked about Groundhog's Day. Never mind.
Phil Connors.
I like when he just punches him in the face. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for this Week in Action podcast 69. What me, Daftly, and Guilty are going to do now is move over to YouTube for our 1 hour bonus segment, which is for Patreons only. I get asked all the time, Aaron, what is the best way to support? I need all the subs, likes, comments, shares. All of the interaction on YouTube is absolutely huge for the algorithm. So please continue to do that. I really do appreciate it. I even like the people that comment with just like the word comment because that helps.
That works.
It all counts. Yep. That being said, if you ever want to take it one step further, the best bang for your buck is Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can get into the VIP club on Discord. You get a special title for the Discord. You get access to the bonus hour. You get access to the Aaron Action RPG VIP YouTube channel that has my studio tour that just went up. And tomorrow, Guilty's breakdown on how he made
Colors, right?
Colors will be up tomorrow. So it's the best way to support is Patreon. Also, I allow people that are Patreon to live stream audio and video as well. So it's the best way. So we're going to be moving on to the bonus hour now for all Patreons out there. The link will be up in 5 minutes. Mercury Dragon, you are not a wiener. Actually, maybe you are a wiener, but not a winner. So that's probably the best way to say it. All right, D4. Dude, 90 minutes on D4. We survived, and Guilty didn't even lose his cool. So I'm going to take that as a win. I didn't see Aaron's soapbox in the video. Can I buy that song? You cannot. You can only get it here. Thank you all for the comments.
DM me in Discord.
DM Guilty in Discord. It's $69 for the song. Guilty, you get the final word. We're going to go say hi to Perry, who's lonely playing Last Epoch.
Can we tell Perry about 69?
I don't know. I think he might already know. No soapbox.
I bet Perry will explain it.
I'm sorry. No soapbox.
The Discord's in chat. If you aren't involved, come and hang out.
Daft got the final word. Bye.
Hey, guys. Bye.
Close the curtain, close the door. It's getting too bright in here for me to say